Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. Set it down to the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the right side. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in a rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State. We come out in the playoff game, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Ball handed off. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches. Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. The kick mishandled. The ball is loose. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. Well, the coverage team must have missed the fair catch signal, but the referees did not. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Caught quickly. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass. It's Hill. And it falls incomplete. Here's the 2nd down play. Looking to throw yet again. This time it's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Receiver makes the grab. Touchdown, NC State. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the return from inside the 5. And there's a penalty marker down on the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. We'll see what the offense can do starting inside their own 20. On first down, it's play action. And the ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
How about this, Chris? The safety reads the quarterback's eyes perfectly and saw the throw before it even happened. If you're the quarterback, that's why it's so important to look those safeties off so they can't break on your throws.
The Wolfpack line out now, first and goal. We go with a direct snap. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's third and goal. The defense with more pre-snap movement. On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. He fires this throw and is intercepted. At midfield, inside the 40, inside the 20. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Ohio State. And now to try here for the extra point. To make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Play action here on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive run. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. NC State.
A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Second down after that previous play. Looking to throw. It's Hill. Fires it to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Well, anytime you throw over the middle of the field, the quarterback has got to throw the football on time. There's so many obstacles there that you have to be able to negotiate on a ball thrown down the middle of the field, and this time it cost him.
Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. You think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Catch made on the left side. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. The shotgun run call. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The Buckeyes are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll run the option. They'll toss it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Dumps it down to the back. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
They finally corral him at the 1.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. They've been stopped on 3rd down twice in the red zone already. Can they find the end zone this time? Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And now they'll set up for the point after. And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's got him opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. On the move. Can they catch him? All the way for a touchdown. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
2nd down after that short completion. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Lets it go quickly. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. He's got some room and some blockers here. Out past the 30. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. They're set now to try the PAT. And it's up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play with good coverage that time. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that has given this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They're going to run it. Fights through a tackle. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
To the air. It's Hill. Makes a quick grab. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. High completion makes it 2nd and medium. And he drops back in the gun. He'll throw it now. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. Team making their way on the field. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier trying to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Gets into space at the 50. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's going to take off. Breaks loose at the 40. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First down here for this offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for the wide out. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. Going for his running back. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup that you want to exploit, take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
And he throws his third interception of the day. Going the other way, can they stop him? Inside the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Chris, I thought after he tipped that ball in the air, that thing was going to be an incompletion. That would have been a great play, but instead, he didn't give up on it. Comes down with the interception and then shows you how athletic he is by taking it all the way back for a touchdown. How about that?
The PAT is good, so it's a 7-point game, 28-21. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Caught near the sticks. It's Jefferson. And the gain just good enough for a first down. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. NC State will kick it off to start the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. Powerful running here. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The gain makes it second and medium. He'll ride the back again here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front of the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
crucial third down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Trying to extend the play. Breaking free at the 35. Slides to avoid the big hit.
This quarterback is making his big plays in the most critical moments in this game. Not only does he come up with a first down, but he picks up huge yards. And how did it get done? Gets away from the rush, keeps his poise. And then how about him directing traffic as he moves downfield to pick up extra blockers? It's a really nice run.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Makes the catch, but the defense breaks on the ball, and it's a short gain. It's third down after that run. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Gets some space around the 30. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on the film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Buckeyes have first and 10 here. And the quarterback dropping back. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The sack sets up second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Kicking team on now for the extra point. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. After the block PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking to pass. It's Hill. Finds an open target on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Jackson. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big pull on the ball and bat it away.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaks 1 tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Can they pick up the 1st on the ground? And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit, the swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Jackson. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the back gets the football. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass. It's Hill. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. NC State 28, Ohio State 27.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Caught near the goal line. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Dropping back, it's Hill. And he scores! Touchdown, North Carolina State. Extra point try coming now. The extra point up and good. So the lead now is 8 here in the 4th quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to field it. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. It's an out route. The catch made. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
There's the handoff. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. He's looking to scramble. Finding some room with the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, this young man is doing everything he can to keep his team in this game, and this play checks all the boxes. Need a first down? Check. Get out of bounds and stop the clock? Check. Avoid himself getting a big hit? That's a big check.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Touchdown, Ohio State. This offense cannot be stopped. So obviously down 2, they'll go for the 2-point conversion to try to tie the score. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he doesn't make it. Stopped short, and the defense preserving a 2-point lead here.
NC State, 35.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick.
Number 10, set to kick it away.
Oh, and the onside kick works to perfection. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick completion to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Well, the offense has done a nice job of moving themselves down in this area to give themselves a chance. But, man, the quarterback's got to continue to make good decisions and not put the ball in harm's way.
Pass complete. It's second down now. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And that run is good for first down yardage, a new set of downs for this offense. Blood down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. Using his legs, it's Scott. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's third down and short. Oh, it's snapped to the back. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a